Well, welcome back, friends and subscribers. It is me, Zach, full-time reseller. It's a beautiful bluebird morning up here in Durango, Colorado, and I'm back at my favorite honey hole. I'm back at the Goodwill, the thrift store that kind of gets me through several months of winter when everything else is slow back home in northern New Mexico. And so I'm going to shoot some content today, and as always, share with you all the things I find to resell online. I did thrift in my local area yesterday and hit 3 thrift stores, including the Goodwill, and only found a couple pair of jeans, so that just wasn't enough content. So decided I'd roll footage up here because generally I can always find something to share with you. And so here we go. All right, so I've knocked down about 6 racks of clothes and haven't found nothing. And it was incredibly good the other day. Oh, that Stetson's actually nice. Oh, perfect timing. Doesn't have a price tag on it, unfortunately. I love me some cool, and I found this hiking shirt with pearl snaps. In pretty good shape. The price is kind of high on it, and I looked up the sell-through rate on long sleeve pearl snaps. There was 30 available, 11 sold, so that puts it at like 36% sell-through rate. So not real great, and I have found that to be the case with short sleeve shirts from Cool as well. So I'm gonna pass this guy up just because the price is a little high. Sell-through is not very good. All right, I got a basic Wrangler vintage denim pearl snap shirt, and the price is a little too high for me to grab this. I got it at $9. For a few bucks less, though, I would grab it because these will sell, especially because they're heavier material and just made better. And here's another one that I wish I could get a better price on. These are BKE Tyler's, but the waist's a little big on them. And the price is $14.99, and I usually only get about 28 to 32 bucks on these. And that's on denim. These are more of a brown pant color, so gonna want. Kind of a strange day down here at the Goodwill. Finding a lot of stuff that's good brands, good things to sell, but just not enough fat on the bone to be profitable. And sometimes that's just the case with better thrift stores, is they know how to price the good stuff. But one thing I'm doing right now is trying to look through some shorts and build up my spring and summer pile, because I've been a little bit bad about doing that lately. And right now is a good time to be transitioning away from buying winter wear. That's about all I've been really finding, is lots of good winter wear. People are continuing to donate that because the seasons are about to transition. And so always be thinking about the season ahead if you're flipping clothes, because it is a seasonal game. Phil, you staying out of trouble?
Hey, buddy. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
You're on the next video right now as we speak. Grab these Vivo Barefoot minimalist running shoes. These are very obscure. Be on the lookout for that little weird emblem. They're very lightweight, very thin, and like I said, minimalist. And these are a good price, only $7.99. These generally will sell for very low, upper 40s to sometimes 80 bucks, even more if they're in great condition and newer stuff. I'll make a quick move on these Topo Phantom 3 men's running shoes. I went ahead and looked up the sell-through rate because I know Topo's good, but just wanted to double check. And there was 20 that have sold and I think 14 available. So the demand is higher than what is available, and that led to 142% sell-through rate, and that's a no-brainer. They're fairly clean. I'll still have to clean them a little, and I hate cleaning shoes, but I haven't found much today, so I'm gonna grab a pretty nice pair of Dansko XPs, but they're a little beat up, not terrible. But with Danskos, I only make low to mid-30s generally, and these are 10 bucks, not in superior great condition. So I think I'll skip these and stick with the Vivo Barefoot and the Topo. The cost to be the boss on this, but this right here is probably the best blender brand you can find. Very industrial, very sought after, and very expensive brand new. These sell for about 120 to 150, so make a good profit. Take a little while to clean it up and sell it, but very popular. Look out for it. Share this one with you when I first found it. Just a zip up Patagonia women's hoodie. 10 bucks, might make 25, 30 off of it. It's got a little bit of a flaw, but I haven't found much today, so I'm gonna scoop it. The items I decided to adopt on a very short-term basis and try to rehome for profit. And like I said, I'm hoping I might make 80 to 100 bucks on the Vitamix. I did pay up on it, especially considering what I usually pay for them, but couldn't pass on it. Patagonia probably only make 18 to 20 bucks, hopefully. And then the Topo's extremely good sell-through rate, hoping to make maybe mid-50s. And then these here, probably upper 40s, maybe even low 50s. Got to get them all cleaned up. All great brands. Definitely wish I could have got more numbers, but the things I bought today are powerhouses, and I'll do that any day. So I had a good talk with my buddy and fellow reseller Phil. He's also a subscriber, and I appreciate his support of my channel. But sometime back I had given Phil some instructions on how to simply check the sell-through rates and completed sales on eBay to hopefully help improve his knowledge of what is going to sell for him, hopefully in a 3-month period, so he can have more success and pull more profits. He did tell me he was understanding that better, and it's just as simple as being able to track the supply and demand of items that sell on platforms like eBay. And so if you have that, that's going to give you one tool that a lot of people don't have. It gives you a little bit of an edge. I can't say that it's extremely foolproof or that it's exact or 100% right always, but it's about the only science that we can use to try to give us a better understanding of what is desired in the market. And the tricky thing about that is the market is always fluctuating and changing, especially with clothing, because there's fashion trends, there's changes in supply and demand because of the global market, the domestic market. And so there's a lot of things to think about. And the point I'm getting to make with all this is just be doing your market research. There are so many items I found today that are pretty well-known brands that were just priced out of the park. I would have loved to have figured out the price on that Stetson shirt, but I could only imagine it was probably very high. And then I found it had a blood spot on it, so nothing will kill a good garment worse than blood. But just be doing your homework. That's going to help you so much. And my hat's off to you, Phil. I'm super glad that you're kind of understanding things better. So I'm going to get off the horn, going to run in the Methodist thrift store here and see what I can't find to sell for profit. If you've made it this far, please reach out there and hit that like button. I'm grateful for you subscribing and for all those people that chime in and give such great comments. It makes me feel like this is worth it, and I'm definitely glad I'm helping somebody. All right, I plowed through the men's clothing and the women's now. I'm not finding a whole lot. That's okay, because I spent a lot of Goodwill today, so no biggie. Well, not finding shit here today at the Methodist Thrift. We're going to throw a little tidbit of information. Getting to know different patterns if you're going to get into reselling clothing will help. Obviously, this is houndstooth. This here would be buffalo plaid. And there's so many different types of patterns. There's geometric, there's Southwest. Familiarize yourself with those. There's fashion trends that will lead to different patterns being popular, and that'll only help lead to more success. So I actually like a lot of buffalo plaid. It just got that lumberjack feel, and I'm an outdoorsy guy, that's probably why. So bumped into this guy, and it was a case of mistaken identity. I thought this was a Filson tin cloth waxed hat. It turns out it's a New Zealand Hills hat, Outback style, and good quality, but just not much of a sell-through rate, so wish it was Filson. Gonna have to skip. All right, not any luck here at Methodist Thrift, but that's okay. This is a very small store, and just today wasn't my day. I spent a lot at the Goodwill. I'm gonna go ahead and move back down to southern New Mexico and maybe make one more stop. We'll see how I feel. I have teleported back down to northern New Mexico, and I am sitting right outside of my local thrift store. I was just here yesterday and didn't find anything, and it is packed right now. So I'm going to make this quick. I'm just going to run through it, look at some of the racks that I find the best stuff, and just give a few of those hugs out, say my highs, and then probably say some goodbyes. Not going to get my hopes up. Lately, the inventory at this store has just not been real great, but it ebbs and flows like it does at every store. So let's hope for the best. Well, just did a quick run through at my local thrift. Wasn't much there, but big hug like always. Gonna go ahead and shut it down today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit like, make a comment, or subscribe. I appreciate y'all.